The internet has been wild these past few days. Of course, since rumors started to swirl that Josh Brolin has been offered the role of Hal Jordan in the upcoming DCU Green Lantern series. Of course, we know that James Gunn, one of the first projects he announced for the DCU is Lanterns, and it's going to follow Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart investigating some sort of mystery on Earth. Not sure if it was a murder mystery or some sort of mystery. It's basically been pitched as like True Detective, but DC and with Green Lantern. So, sounds like a really cool idea. Obviously, bringing us both Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart is a even better idea because, then you don't have to pick between the two, then you get both of them. Two great DC characters that I'm really excited to see done in live action. But then this rumor came out that Josh Brolin was offered the role, and I mean, in my video the other day, I tried to defend it. I tried to look on the bright side, but honestly, I don't think I've seen anyone on the internet that has actually been happy with this choice. I've seen some people like myself in my video from the other day talking about this news when it was first breaking. I shouldn't say news. It's still a rumor, but coming from very reliable sources. That, you know, there's some people like that are, oh, okay. I mean, I guess I can see it. I guess it kind of works and, it's all right. But nobody has been totally on board of like, oh, yes, 100% this is a great idea. Which is unfortunate, but that is the case. Because basically what we're seeing now is, okay, Hal Jordan is going to be an older character in the series. Jon Stewart is most likely going to be the younger character. It's going to be like the legendary Green Lantern, and then the new guy, the guy that's being mentored by Hal Jordan is basically how it's going to go. Jon Stewart's most likely going to be the one that's going to join the Justice League, blah, blah, blah. So that's how things are going to go. And okay, sure. Not exactly how I would have done things necessarily, but looks like that's the route they're taking. So, all right, fine. Can't change it, so why complain about it? I mean, people still will. But yeah, the fact that Josh Brolin was offered the role, I mean, I talked about in my other video, like, I think Josh Brolin's a great actor, and I'm a big fan of him, so I wouldn't hate this idea, but thinking about other options, there are many better options. And so, especially, I mean, if you're going for an older Hal Jordan, Nathan Fillion should have just been Hal Jordan instead of Guy Gardner for the DCU. Because, I mean, just this casting in general is, a lot of people have been complaining about it because, James Gunn is just casting his friends. I do think that Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner is a really cool idea, and I think that'll be a fun casting. A little older for that character, but if they wanted to do a Hal Jordan that's older, I think that would have been honestly probably even a better fit for Nathan Fillion, especially given his history with Green Lantern, specifically Hal Jordan, him being the voice of the character in so many animated movies. So that would have been great. And then the question is, okay, who do you cast as our Guy Gardner in the DC, which I think they could have done definitely a younger Guy Gardner, because I don't think story-wise there was anything specific about that. It was just, Nathan Fillion, he can be Guy Gardner. But what about Jesse Plemons? He would have been a way better choice for Guy Gardner. I think that would have been fun. Or, I think Finn Whitrock is the name of the guy who was going to originally... he was the man originally cast as Guy Gardner for the previous Green Lantern's HBO Max series that was in development before James Gunn and before the DCU was a thing that was supposed to be connected to the DCEU. There were plenty of other options. So I think Nathan Fillion, if they wanted to do an older Hal Jordan, Nathan Fillion would have been great for that. But now we're here with Josh Brolin, which... Again, he's a great actor, so if he's cast, I won't be completely upset by it. But looking at now other options, most of them are much better, if I'm being completely honest. And we're now starting to hear about, okay, so Josh Brolin was just offered the role of Hal Jordan. So basically it's up to him now. He can decline it or he can accept it. And it's also very possible that maybe after seeing all this reaction online, because of that, he will decline it. if he does, we've now started to hear about other actors that are also potentially in the running, such as Chris Pine and Timothy Olyphant also being on the shortlist for Hal Jordan casting, and also Matthew McConaughey and Ewan McGregor, which, interesting. Matthew McConaughey and Ewan McGregor, I think, also two great actors. Do I really see them as Hal Jordan? No. Timothy Olyphant, I don't hate that idea. That would be interesting. But man, Chris Pine, I would love this. I would actually really, really love this. So, to be completely honest, I really do hope that Josh Brolin declines this offer and they give it to Chris Pine, because supposedly that's how it's going is, okay, Josh Brolin has been offered the role, and if he declines it, supposedly Chris Pine is next in line, and then Timothy Olyphant, I think, is third. So they kind of have a hierarchy of the offers for Hal Jordan, and I really hope that Chris Pine gets this, because there's some people arguing the fact of like, oh, but he was so great as Steve Trevor in the Wonder Woman movies. Why would they recast him to play Hal Jordan? Well, I mean, first of all, that was a different universe. That was the DCEU. Obviously, you know, we know some actors are returning from the DCEU to come into the DCU, but even if they do, like if they wanted to keep Chris Pine as Steve Trevor, or not cast a new actor as Steve Trevor, even if they continued with Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, I don't think we would see Chris Pine's Steve Trevor return. Like, even if we got Wonder Woman 3 like originally planned with Patty Jenkins and everything part of the DCEU, I don't think Chris Pine's Steve Trevor would have been a part of that. I mean, they did his story in the first movie, brought it back in the second movie. That didn't really work out as well. I think they had their goodbyes. And also, guys, we are not getting Gal Gadot back as Wonder Woman, and even just a new recast Wonder Woman in the DCU, we are not getting, at least I don't think, anytime soon. So there's that. Chris Pine would be perfect for this role, I believe, because he fits the bill of, like, yes, he's older for sure, but he doesn't look as old as Josh Brolin. Like, I saw somebody saying, like, in the comparison between Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner and Josh Brolin as Hal Jordan, Josh Brolin is 56 or 57. Nathan Fillion is 53. So there's only a 3-year age difference there, but Josh Brolin looks much, much older. Like, it doesn't look like it would be that close of an age gap. Chris Pine, he looks very much the same age as Nathan Fillion, if not younger. I didn't actually take the time to look up how old Chris Pine is, but I think this would be great. I think he definitely fits the look of Hal Jordan much, much more. I mean, especially looking at this fan art right here. That would be absolutely perfect in my eyes. And from my perspective, this is my choice. But again, at this point, it's kind of all up to Josh Brolin. Like, if he wants the role and he accepts it, then it's his. If not, if he declines it, then it looks like it is going to Chris Pine, and I really, really hope that he would accept that. And I don't see why he wouldn't, because I feel like career-wise, he could really use it right now as well. So, yeah. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about just the wildness of these Green Lantern rumors? I mean, this really excites me, just the fact that we're talking about live-action Green Lantern once again. And with this show, and that we're getting more updates on it and casting, hopefully we find out some stuff about Jon Stewart soon. That's going to be a really important casting to talk about. But for now, we're talking Hal Jordan. What do you think about Josh Brolin being offered the role? Do you like that idea? Or would you prefer a Chris Pine or Timothy Olyphant, or maybe even a Matthew McConaughey or Ewan McGregor or Tom Cruise? I mean, he would never do this, but I mean, he would be a decent Hal Jordan for sure. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.